On the screen is the life of Invest 94p and will be upgraded to tropical cyclone status by the Tropical Cyclone Warning Centre, Northern Territory, sometime Friday. Tropical low developing north of Nhulunbuy will move into the Gulf of Carpentaria over the weekend. And an update for the watch boundary on Cape York Peninsula. Welcome to another update via the Force 13 AU. The cyclone watch is now Nhulunbuy to Cape Shield, including Nhulunbuy, the Gilbert with the mouth, including Thursday Island and Weeper. Details of the tropical low. Sustained winds near the centre of 35 kilometres per hour with wind gusts to 85 kilometres per hour. Located within 110 kilometres and 9.9 degrees south, 135 degrees east. Estimated to be about 320 kilometres northwest of Nhulunbuy and 810 kilometres west northwest of Weeper. Here are some tracks along with intensity guide. Movement west-southwest 8 kilometres an hour. Gales are not expected in coastal areas within the next 24 hours, however could develop between Nhulunbuy, Cape Shield including Nhulunbuy during Friday afternoon if the system takes a slightly more southerly track. Gales could develop in areas between Thursday Island and the Gilbert River mouth, including Weeper, Koyama by Saturday. Here's the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's track chart, and following on will be the NOAA floaters. Gales could develop in areas between Thursday Island and the Gilbert River mouth, including Weeper and Koyama by Saturday. Heavy rainfall is forecast about the Torres Strait, Cape York over the coming days and could lead to flash flooding. As the system moves closer to the eastern Gulf of Carpentaria case, abnormally high tides may develop in areas between Torres Strait and Kawamba, and large waves will become possible about the foreshore areas. So that is the current position, although the Tropical Cyclone Warning Centre is saying people between the Gilbert River mouth, Cape York, including Weeper, should consider what action they will take if the cyclone threat increases. And the next advice around 17:30 hours. Force 13's channel will continue to bring the latest information. As mentioned previously, we will be ramping up the coverage. Here's the Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's image, a satellite view, and the Bureau of Meteorology's track on the developing tropical low. And central pressure, according to another bit of information from the Bureau, is around 1,000 millibars, and it should become a tropical cyclone sometime Friday. In addition to Invest 94p, we have 95p to the north of Vanuatu. From 1 p.m. today through to about the same time tomorrow, we have a look at the following. Starting off with instability. We also have Tropical Cyclone Marcus, which remains a Category 5. And the JTWC's current track chart, cone of uncertainty, has Perth back in its zone. A look at wind probability, and you can definitely see where the activity is, even south of Mackay, down into northern New South Wales, the west coast of Tasmania. And sea surface temperature is very healthy up there in the Gulf of Carpentaria region. Now, precipitation, the information is at the bottom of the screen. All these images are in 3 hourly blocks. And whilst there's been some storm activity down there in New South Wales over the last couple of days, here's the current storm probability. And with Easter a week on Friday, it could turn out to be a wet period. Upper level divergence is very healthy where Invest 94P is. Developing a tropical low when it reaches Cat 1, it will be officially tropical cyclone Nora, wind shear, and as mentioned previously, the Coral Sea is a meteorologist's nightmare because conditions do change, a 24-hour shear tendency, quite a bit of blue and green, and they represent low wind shear. And one of my favourites, the 850 millibar vorticity, you can clearly see the tropical low and Invest 95P. And that will be another one to monitor. And total precipitation, the rainfall scale, bottom of the screen. And it's the area in yellow and dark brown. Caution needs to be applied when viewing models because they do change, and this particular model is currently updating, but stay tuned to the channel for more.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, which has had a revamp and is still under reconstruction, but take a look. Also YouTube, of course, if you haven't subscribed, that might be a good idea. Visit Force 13. We're also on Facebook under the same name, of course, and you can like us on there, and you can also follow us on Twitter. Search Force 13, all in text for those. You can also add Force 13 on Skype or my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094.